Hello friends, today we play First of Iron and we will try to play for a very weak country against probably the strongest AI nation in this game. So without further ado, let's start. We will play against Soviet Union, which is probably the strongest nation in this game. We will play for Ukraine. As Ukraine is not playable in normal mode, you just have to enter the Soviet Union and release this country as a nation. So we will start with this country. Basically we start in borders, in historical borders of Ukrainian People's Republic, which existed before Russian invasion in the beginning of 20th century. Crimea at that point was part of Ukraine, as well as Kubani and some other territories populated with Ukrainians. Here we can see that Ukraine doesn't have any army, anything at all. Actually, completely empty part of the world. We just have a couple of military factories and that's it. We don't have anything else, so we will have quite a bit of a challenge to fight against such a monstrosity as Soviet Union. We will start with building civilian factories, as we will need a lot of them to be able to build at least anything. We will need some planes, though I prefer to start with carrier fighters. First thing, we will need to invest heavily in construction, because we will need to build a lot, really a lot, just to make our country a little bit more capable to compete with others. So we have pretty decent scientific base. From scientific point of view, our country is pretty developed, better than some small nations. We will start with recruiting default divisions, because we don't have any experience to change templates. So we will take default стрелковая and кавалерийская дивизия, as well as some tanks and paratroopers. So this is it. This is my initial settings, and we can start. Come on, go out. Get the hell out of my country. The fucking invaders. Poland are already trying to station their army next to our borders. Well, relax, Poland. It's not Ukraine that you have to worry about. We have some trade. Loyal to friends, well, first clients, already great. So now we just have to wait. Okay, now we have our first tradition tree fulfilled. Okay, now we have carrier fighters. We will also need close air support and naval bombers, because well, those things are necessity when playing against a strong nation as Soviet Union. Working conditions. Our workers don't need any conditions. They need to work for the best for their country. This is their main condition. Worker condition. Oh yeah, right. Good. So okay, we have this, we have that. Do we have? Yeah, we have mountaineers. Okay, let's build close air support. We need that one as well. If we will change to partial mobilization, it will give us less consumer goods factories, better conversion and better military factory speed. Well, yeah, we need that. Oh, 8. Wow, 8 is way much better. Then we will have to build a lot of factories. Okay, actually, if I'm not mistaken, in areas with better infrastructure, factories building faster. So, you're not going to be built here, you're going to be built here. Yeah, I guess Kyiv and Kharkiv is something that will cover our needs. Okay, we have first fighter. Hardly will be none, but it's our first plane. Congratulations! First plane ever made by Ukraine. It's a great victory, товарищи. Okay, so radio is not so important. One more free civilian factory. Okay, our first division is ready. We'll have to assign commander. Not much, but something. There's of course change the weight and increase experience production, but we're not going to use any cheats or whatsoever, I guess. What we have is plenty. We'll try to make it as fair as possible, besides Lend-Lease. But any country in Second World War was using Lend-Lease. And of course, in case of Ukraine, we hardly can stand without it. Even Soviet Union was heavily reliant on Lend-Lease during Second World War. Okay, so first, sorry Belarus, but nothing personal. What will it give us? Germany proposed that we sign a pact to address the Comintern's goal of spreading communism worldwide through the use of subversion and violence. By signing this pact, we agree to share intelligence on the communist threat and act in close cooperation against these menaces. What will it give us? Chain anti-Comintern pass and a signatory. Opinion of Ukraine plus 25, good. Opinion of German Reich plus 25, okay. Russian Soviet Socialist Republic gain anti-Comintern pact. Opinion negative 50. Well, we're anyway are going to fight against Soviet Russia, so even without this, they will attack us. It doesn't really matter if we will join or not, they will invade us anyway. So it's better if they will hate us. At least Germany will like us more. Okay, how about here? No. We don't need that one. This one is too early. How about here? Well, I guess I need heavy tanks. I obviously will need it. So we'll go here. Okay. I hope we will have good enough anti-air defense. At least we will invest heavy in that one. So we can go with concentrated industry, because that will give us plus 15 factory output. So it's kind of better in this case. The Soviet Union will have unreasonably strong aviation. That's why we will need, as soon as we will finish with military factories, we will need to cover entire Ukraine with anti-air. At least front line, that's for sure. And at some point we will need to turn fascist. Because, well, just nothing personal, just this sweet recruitable population. And this will allow us to go for these countries. What I can have instead of support of Spain, I can take military advisor. It'll help with land doctrine and will give us army experience. I really need this one. I'll take it. I'll change him later for naval, the terrorist. Yeah, naval terrorist. Okay, not terrorist. Well, maybe not. We don't know. Yep, infrastructure. Because first thing I need this last construction effort. As soon as I'll get it, I'll go for political effort, I guess. Yeah, because construction is must have. And then we will go for research slot. Because our scientific knowledge is quite high. It's good enough. Our scientists are quite sufficient. Actually, it's not something very important. It just will give us more. It just will give us more. Okay, so here we're done. Here, oh, we can go here. Yes. Other construction. We also really need of some fleet, because I'm planning to go for Georgia, because they always join in Soviet Union. In any case, they join in Russia. It's not such a big enemy, but better if they will be on our side. Okay, we can edit this Стрелковая division. Build new. Build something better. Here, and this one. So now it's 20 with combat. I'll just add here one support unit, and this one will be ready. We'll call it Карпатські стрільці. It's Ukrainian division, right? Okay, so you just finish this one and we're done. Yes, last factory and we will go for political power. What I need more, I just need this political advisor who will war industrialist, who will help us to build military factories. And then we will go for fascism. Yeah, no more peace, sorry. We need to increase stability, but it's not the way we will do this. Okay, so how is situation here? Okay. We have to heavily work with construction. That's something must have. Nope. Here. Yeah, we can go here. So, war industrialist. And now we can work with these guys. Finish this and we'll go. We have to go for fashion because our manpower is dropping faster than we can afford. Okay, I'm happy to know it. No, Crimea can wait. I need this. And I need this. I have really little time. In a couple of years from 2 division we have to turn into great powers that will be able to stand against Soviet Union. Well, anyway, before they will invade us, they need justification for a goal, right? So we will know in advance when they will attack us. If they will attack us. Maybe they will say, well, why to touch a small country? It's little Ukraine. They harm us. Wait a minute, what about this? Yeah, Soviet Union will definitely say so. It's something like Russia and Ukraine. It's like when God created them, Russians, I guess they put something like code about if Ukraine exists, declare war. If not exist, still declare war. Okay, here everything's fine, here is fine, so we can check this one. This one is fine. But we will need radio. Let's go for radio. Great. Now, yes, never exercise must have. It will give us 25 Navy experience and 3 new naval dockyards. So go for it. Okay, so now I guess we need fascist. Yeah, this guy. Political discourse, it's what we need. We don't need civil war for Ukraine, that's for sure. But usually when country is not so in such shitty situation, I'm usually going for civil war because it's more fun. Well, of course, then I will have non-existent military industry and everything, and basically all my game will be about this war, but anyway. Okay, the last what we need here is engineer company. And this one is ready. Yeah, I guess nothing else should be added. Okay, fine. Finish this one and we'll totally go for this Karpatsky Stability Division. Should also go for Doctrine. Horses. We'll need more horses, of course, but infantry it's must have. First thing we need. No. I'm not going to waste my precious political power for that. So, yeah, this one, I guess it's the best one against mass assault doctrine. It's superior firepower, and we will need to counter Russians. Okay, X research slot is ready. Army. So let's go here. Bulgaria approached German Reich. Well, naturally they do. They used to cooperate well with Germans during the Second World War. Well, when all Europe is powerless, just because they were two bureaucratic countries looking for stronger allies, there was only two options, whether Germans or Soviet Union, and both was horrible options. But you have to pick a side.
So our Prime Minister has come back from his third and greatest journey, and he said
that the settlement of the Czechoslovakian problem, which has now been achieved, is, in my view, only the prelude to a larger settlement in which all Europe may find peace. This morning, I had another talk with the German Chancellor, Herr Hitler. And here is the paper which bears his name upon it as well as mine. Some of you perhaps have already heard what it contains, but I would just like to read it to you. We, the German Führer and Chancellor, and the British Prime Minister have had a further meeting today and are agreed in recognizing that the question of Anglo-German relations is of the first importance for the two countries and for Europe. We regard the agreement signed last night and the Anglo-German naval agreement as symbolic of the desire of our two peoples never to go to war with one another again.
Yeah, and you believe in it, of
We are
course.
resolved that the method of consultation shall be the method adopted to deal with any other questions that may concern our two countries, and we are determined to continue our efforts to remove possible sources of difference and thus to contribute to assure the peace of Europe.
Yeah, so naive. Well, it wasn't naive, it was just too lazy to act. And believed too good, you know, to change their nice pretty suits, cozy cabinets, a lot of money and all this comfort just to change for war? Why would they need it? Just for some Czechoslovakia? Of course they won't do that. Austria, then Czechoslovakia, then Poland, then France, and there was no one who would protect anyone else. Hooray! So now people have spoken, and they decided that Ukraine should go fascist. The rapidly growing Ukrainian fascist movement has never claimed that they need majority support before they seize power. However, it seems their public support has grown rapidly. Many fascists are now calling Koslevitsky a hypocrite, claiming to represent the wishes of the Ukrainian while turning a deaf ear to the masses who want to set Republic of Ukraine on the path to greatness. Yeah, let's make Ukraine great again. Well, in this situation, it probably will be for better. I hope so. Okay, and as soon as we got it, we have to struggle to get as much political power as possible to go for Belarus.
This is a talk on national security, because the nub of the whole purpose of your president is to keep you now and your children later and your grandchildren much later.
Yeah, it's because we have
out of a last-ditch
war
war
stability
for
now, we have
preservation
less
of American
factories,
independence.
but stability will go up,
Things that
so
American
things will be better.
independence means to you and to me and to ours. Never before
Thanks to our
Jamestown and
fascist advisor.
has our American
With better
civilization
support for fascism, we
been
will have
in
better
such
stability as well.
danger as now. The Nazi
I could
masters of Germany
promise
made it clear
peace,
that
but
they intend not only to dominate
I think it's a waste.
life and thought in their own country, but also to enslave the whole of Europe,
No,
and then
No.
to use the resources of Europe
and
to
here as
dominate
well.
the rest
Here.
of the world.
Not even here. Wow. So, what about? No.
In view
Here.
of the nature of this undeniable threat,
Okay. So air doctrine.
can be asserted properly and categorically.
We will go for battlefield support because it's well, it's best for battlefield support.
To encourage talk of
It's
peace
what I think, at least.
until the day
Strategic
comes
destruction. I'm not going to have so much plans that allow us to go for this. Operational integrity.
or conquering the world
Well, I don't know. I usually have not bad
against all people
experience
who
with
live in
this one.
freedom
So we will go here.
are being held away from our shores. The Germans and Italians are being blocked on the other side of the Atlantic by the British,
Yeah, no.
by the Greeks, and by thousands of soldiers and sailors who are able to escape
Wait a minute.
from
What
subjugated
about
countries. The Japanese are being engaged
four more?
in China, in Asia, by the Chinese nation in another great defense. In the Pacific Ocean is our fleet, a gun loaded with explosive bullets, economic as well as military.
Actually, we can go here. 147 is not so bad. And this will allow us to save some time for increasing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we need right now
There is danger ahead.
more than this one.
Danger against which we must
Yeah,
prepare.
I'll go for
We
this
well
one.
know that we cannot escape danger
And
or the
it's
fear
time
of it
for justification.
by
Sorry,
crawling
Belarus.
into bed and pulling the covers over our heads. Germany has said that she was occupying Belgium to save the Belgians from the British.
We also have enough
She hesitates then
enough
to say to any
army
South
experience
American country,
for
we are occupying
building my
you
best division.
to protect you from aggression by the United States.
This will be
Belgium is being used as an invasion
wonderful division.
base against Britain,
Важка
now
пехота.
fighting for its life. And any
Almost
South
unbreakable.
American country
Almost.
in Nazi hands would always constitute a jumping-off place for German attack
Yeah,
on
it's important.
any one of the other republics of this hemisphere. We think of Hawaii as an outpost of defense
So
in the
it
Pacific,
should be on top.
yet the Azores are closer to our shores in the Atlantic than Hawaii is on the other side.
Yeah, but we don't produce
There
so
are
much
those
heavy
who
tanks.
say that the Axis powers would never have any desire to
Just
attack
one
the
week.
Western Hemisphere. This is the same dangerous form of wishful thinking which has destroyed the powers of resistance of so many conquered peoples. Let us no longer blind ourselves to the undeniable fact that the evil forces which have crushed, undermined, and corrupted so many others are already within our own gates. Your government knows much about them, and every day is ferreting them out. Their
So we
secret
hope
emissaries
have some carrier
are
bombers
active in
with
our
it.
own and neighboring countries.
Strategic, wow,
They
great.
seek to stir up suspicion and dissension, cause internal strife.
Strategic
They
bomber
try
bombing
to turn
Kiev.
capital against labor and vice versa. They try to reawaken long slumbering racial and religious enmities, which should have no place in this country. And there are also
And
Americans,
justification for these guys.
many of them in high places, who unwittingly, in most cases,
115.
are aiding and abetting.
Well,
the
we
work
need it.
of these agents.
We need that
I do
definitely.
not charge these American citizens with being foreign agents, but I do charge them with doing exactly the kind of work that the dictators want done in the United States. The experience of the past 2 years has proven beyond doubt that no nation can appease the Nazi. No man can tame a tiger into a kitten by stroking it. There can be no appeasement with ruthlessness. There can be no reasoning with an incendiary bomb.
Yeah, he's definitely right. Unfortunately, nobody listened to him at that point. We will go for nationalist focused, which will give us daily fashion support plus 10, 0, 10, which should give us better stability. How about Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact? Of course, everybody wants to join Germany now. Diplomats from Germany and the Soviet Union concluded what observers are describing as historic agreement today with the sign of Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, named after German Foreign Minister Joachim von Ribbentrop and his Soviet counterpart Vyacheslav Molotov. Foreign diplomats warned that this treaty effectively gives Germany a free hand to wage war in Europe without having to fear Soviet intervention. Well, just because Soviets want to intervene other countries first. This can't be good. Well, of course it can't. Of course it can't be good. Stepan Bandera angered by Belarusian posturing. Those naive citizens of Ukraine who imagine the Belarusian people as a people of peace and entirely out of touch. Wait a minute, I can't make so many statements at once. Those who live at our borders do not have the luxury of such delusions, since the troops closing in on us just across it. This is a threat we cannot leave unanswered. With every passing day, Republic of Belarus is preparing for war. Well, of course. Of course they do. This is a threat we cannot leave unanswered. With every passing day, Republic preparing for war, it would be madness for us not to do the same. The Belarusian military military presence close to our territory has sparked increased concern, as this nation appears more and more to be the enemy of the own. Regardless, we must ready the people for war. Stepan Bandera questioned Belarusian sovereignty. Who determines the border of a nation and how are they determined? Oh my god. God, I'm not going to read this. This is bullshit. Who determined? They will build those borders ages ago. Okay. I shouldn't criticize myself. My own speeches. Fucking fascist. Poland refuses German ultimatum. Poland would be forced to cede Danzig to Germany. Ignacy Mościcki stated that it was obvious Germany would not be satisfied with Danzig alone. Of course it won't be. German and Polish forces are prepared for war. Once again, there is war in Europe. This is a grave situation. It really is. German Reich declared war on Poland.
I am speaking to you from the cabinet room at 10 Downing Street. This morning, the British ambassador in Berlin handed the German government a final note stating that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been assumed, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany. You can imagine what a bitter blow it is to me that all my long struggle to win peace has failed. Yet I cannot believe that there is anything more or anything different that I could have done and that would have been more successful. Up to the very last, it would have been quite possible to have arranged peaceful and honorable settlement between Germany and Poland. But Hitler would not have it. He had evidently made up his mind to attack Poland whatever happened. And although he now says he put forward reasonable proposals which were rejected by the Poles, that is not a true statement. The proposals were never shown to the Poles, nor to us. And though they were announced in the German broadcast on Thursday night, Hitler did not wait to hear a comment from them, but ordered his troops to cross the Polish frontier the next morning. His action shows convincingly that there is no chance of expecting that this man will ever give up his practice of using force to gain his will. He can only be stopped by force. And we in France are today, in fulfillment of our obligations, going to the aid of Poland, who is so bravely resisting this wicked and unprovoked attack upon her people. We have a clear conscience. We have done all that any country could do to establish peace. But a situation in which no word given by Germany's ruler could be trusted, and no people or country could feel itself safe, had become intolerable. And now that we have resolved to finish it, I know that you will all play your part with calmness and courage.
Okay, so Our justification for Belarusian city is finished, and as a result we can start this war. The most prominent idea why I need this war, I need to stop training, yep, is because I need land lease and I can't get it without war. So sorry Belarus, you just need to help us. Okay? Okay guys, make it fast.